Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video in the How to Wear Colour series. Today we are talking about green. If you're new to my channel and you do like the content that I make, I would love it if you'd subscribe. I upload at least one new video every single week. And if you haven't seen the previous video in this series, I will link it up here. That one was all about how to wear yellow. So the first thing to think about when you're wanting to wear green is finding the right shade of green. There are lots of different shades of green and some of them might work quite well for your complexion and your style and others might not. So for example, we've got emerald green, which is quite a dark green, and olive greens and khakis, which are also quite dark. And then we've got lighter greens like mint and sage, and also brighter greens like lime green, which I don't have any of in my wardrobe to show you. So just play around with different shades of green and find out which ones look good on you and which ones you really like. Next thing we need to think about is what colours you'll be able to pair with green. This is somewhat going to depend on the type of green that you're wearing, but there are some fairly fail-safe colours. Black and white are usually a pretty safe bet because they're going to go with any other colour, so they are always going to be first on my list of recommended colours no matter what other colour you are trying to wear. Along the same lines as black and white, I find that most neutrals work quite well with green, as neutrals tend to work well with most colours. I find that denim in general is usually a pretty safe bet with green, so I have a couple of very neutral coloured denim jeans here, a sand colour and also a light blue, and these both work really well with anything green. Beige is another colour that I find tends to pair pretty easily with green. As you can see, I'm wearing a beige jumper with a green skirt today. So usually anything in a pretty neutral colour will work with green. If you want to get a bit more adventurous with your colour choices, well, you can start to think about the colours that go next to green on the colour wheel. So on one side you've got yellow, and yes, I have done a whole video on how to wear yellow, and I did mention that green looks good with yellow in that video, but I'll show you that again today. I do have this yellow dress and I love to wear a green bag with this. And next to green on the other side we've got blue. So obviously I've already showed you how green looks with blue jeans. I also really like this jacket with a blue jumper underneath. And I also have this navy blue dress, which I do also quite like to wear with my green bag. As well as thinking about the colours next to green on the colour wheel, we can also contrast by jumping right across the colour wheel to the colours on the opposite side. And right opposite green is red on the colour wheel, which would make for a very Christmassy look. Embarrassingly, I don't think I actually own anything red. I used to have a red jumper which I loved, and I'm a bit salty that I got rid of it now actually. But my stand-in for red for today's video is this dark pink dress. It is quite bright, but also on the darker side it does have kind of a bit of a red undertone, and green is definitely going to contrast with the colour of this dress in a similar way that it would with red. I would probably wear this with my green bag again. I just find a green accessory a really easy way to just inject a little bit of green into my outfit. Because this is such a summery dress, I probably would not wear it with a jumper or a jacket. So I think the bag is definitely the way to go for this one. Another way that I like to mix green into my outfits is by looking at the print that's on a particular item. For example, I have these two dresses that both have a little bit of green within the print that's on them. So with these dresses, I would be quite likely to wear a green jumper or a green jacket over the top, just because it's already one of the colours that's on the dress, and that means I know it's going to pair really nicely. Or alternatively, if you have an item that's already green but has a print in it, like the skirt that I'm wearing right now is green but it has white dots throughout it. So I would take the white that's in the print and use that to inform what other colours I wear with the skirt. So if I was really struggling to figure out what to wear with the skirt, I would go for a white item on the top because I know that colour is already in the skirt and it's going to work really nicely. Going back to shades of green for a moment, there are some shades of green that almost act as neutrals. Like my green bag, for example, I know you've seen me style this with so many different outfits over the last couple of years, and even just in this video. And the reason that I'm able to do that is just because of the shade of green that it is. I would call this an olive green, and I feel like olive greens are very neutral and very easy to style with other colours. If you are just starting to get into green, I would recommend picking up a green bag. I think this was the first green item that I picked out for my wardrobe. It's just a really easy step in. Something not too scary if you're not used to wearing this color. But if you are wanting to add a bit of green into your wardrobe or a bit more green into your wardrobe, I would recommend going for something in quite a neutral toned green like an olive green, like this bag. And that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you learned a little bit more about how to style green. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!